Strong and Deadly Futures responds to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community needs for accessible, evidence-based and culturally inclusive wellbeing resources. It is an education program that aims to empower young people to cope with psychological distress and minimize harms from alcohol and other drugs. Strong and Deadly Futures was developed with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander and non-Indigenous high school students.
So with this project we're developing resources that are culturally appropriate for Indigenous students. We're working to develop a school-based program to prevent drug and alcohol use among students.
What can we do to tell people about the lake? What do you reckon, Ben?
That combination of researchers and design is really important and beneficial to the program.
Particularly with the Indigenous communities, storytelling has been embedded in their culture and their history for several thousand years. I think it's something that makes them feel comfortable.
So from the outset, we used a bespoke creative framework driven by community-centred creative practice, meaning that from the very beginning, communities are core to the decision-making, not included at the end, but actually their voices, their perspectives, their opinions, their decisions are the ones that are driving the process.
But I think these sort of programs are good because they actually get the kids to talk to each other in a semi-serious way about this and share those stories that they normally wouldn't.
What we wanted the project to really represent is a really great diversity of urban, rural and remote communities.
In the first session we got cameras so we could take photos of positive things.
We had to go take some photos and then we came back and now we're sharing.
So this is for my role model. It's really important to have inspiring females.
And just trying to extract their stories really, so work out what it's like here in this community, what they do for fun, and what are some of the challenges that they might face. A common theme is the importance of friendships. So these kids have really strong friendship connections.
In everyday life we tend to pick up on the negative and we forget to look for the positive. This program had our kids go out and specifically capture positive things, remind themselves about everything that is good in their life and how lucky and privileged they are. This can give them strength, inner strength to draw on for the future.
So in this program there's going to be a cartoon of young people your age, and of course we want them to be as real as they can be.
So Jim and Jeffrey are camping with a couple other mates. Oi, come on Jim, take these drugs. Oi, I'm not doing this anymore because I'm a responsible young hot man.
The first time that they were involved they were a little shy and standoffish, and then the second time they were much more vocal and more willing to participate, even excited to participate.
To be able to work closely with communities across Australia and engage with youth to find out their perspectives and the way they want to represent their voices in these resources is really quite important.
So once the team had collected all the information, feedback from all the kids around the country, we brought it back to Galimba here into the studio and started developing our characters and really trying to create the individual characteristics for each personality. We really realised, why don't we actually use these kids and their actual voices to VO the characters themselves.
It's really awesome to be able to be here in the recording studio recording all the lines, and it's really awesome to see how it's all come together because I've been there from day one in the workshops.
But the purpose of today is to just get your opinions on whether you like the language, whether you like the characters. So it's really just to get your feedback today. There really is nothing better than actually sitting with a group of young people, getting them to look at the work that we've been doing, that they've helped create, but then to show it back to them and get them to inform the final product in terms of exactly what language we should use, exactly what illustrations. It's just such a wonderful process.
When I heard about the project, I thought it was a great opportunity for kids to have a voice in something that's supposed to be about their age group, their life and their needs.
write a narrative. That name needs to change.
Maybe
like
well,
I guess
I see the girls again or something like that. Yeah.
And that sense of ownership on a project, I'm really excited to see the looks on their face when they can identify parts of their stories in the platform.
It sort of gives you something to strive towards.
It's about making this information accessible and engaging so that our youth can make informed, strong and deadly decisions about their future.